What's going on, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing perfectly fine. Welcome to my channel. My name is Brian, and I appreciate anyone who views my video. I say that every time I do a video because y'all take the time out to watch my videos. Now, before we get into this video today, I would like to give a condolence to a young man, 15-year-old boy. I can't say his whole name, but they call him Junior. If those of you who don't know the story, basically, a young lady was engaging into sexual activities, and one of the boys was recording it, and they end up posting it on social media. Now, the young lady brother was in the gang, so they found the boy who uploaded the video. This kid was scared. They have everything probably on YouTube. The whole video when he was in the store. This happened in the Bronx in New York. He went in the store. I guess they went after him. They dragged him out the store. They were stabbing him, slashing him with a machete. Pretty brutal, and everything is caught on camera. Now, I believe they said 8 suspects was arrested. Of course, they're gonna get arrested. Their face was all in the video, so it's impossible not to catch these guys. But anyway, the young man ended up dying. Now, that is a very sad thing to happen, but the worst part about the situation was that wasn't even the young man who was video recording what happened. In fact, it was a mistaken identity. I'm not gonna lie to you. I seen the pictures of both boys side to side. It's very hard to not see the difference. They do look alike. Was it right? No, it was not right. It was wrong. So this young man lost his life because another young man wanted to be a typical guy and upload these things to social media. I don't understand why guys do that. I don't know what you're trying to prove. Y'all should not have to be exposing females. Doesn't matter how bad or how sexual they are. I don't think you should be exposing females like that. And now look what happened. Someone lost their life because of what you did. I don't know how you feel about the situation that this young man lost his life. 15 years old. I don't know the kid, but on my Facebook, I see so much videos of this kid, pictures, and this kid looks so happy. It looked like he's like an angel, to be honest. I'm not saying he is. I don't know him. I don't know nothing about him, but the videos and the pictures, this kid was always smiling. He looked like a really good kid. So I do feel real bad that he had to lose his life in that situation. But you know, it's just a sad world. But I do send my prayers out to that family. Now, today's video will be about my firearms. Excuse me. Now, I haven't done a video in such a long time about my gun. In fact, I haven't shot my gun since probably September of 2017. I just been busy with work. I do got to go back and forth to New York and Delaware, so I really put that on the back burner. In fact, by this time, I should have had all the firearms that I wanted. But if anybody's new to the channel, my money been going to basically cars. So I spend a lot of money on cars and whatnot. So that's why my collection is not completed. Now, what we have in front will be my third generation Glock 17. This is a Larry Vicker model. It's good to have a limited edition. I believe they made like 2,500. I also want the two tone, which is like a light gray frame, and the black slide. I do want to get my hands on one of those, a Glock 17, of course. And what I want to do is keep that gray frame, and I will alter the gun to look like a Nintendo gun. Now I do have photos of it, and I will put it in the video right now so you can see how I want my Glock 17. Now you can see That's what I want. This particular gun, if I could get this made exactly like that gun, it'll be a show gun. It'll be a gun I just have on display because it's just too nice to shoot. And to my left here, that's my almighty. I call that the Thor gun, the guard of pistols. That's what I call it. My Glock 20, which is a 10 millimeter. Now, those of you who don't know nothing about guns, the 17 is a 9 millimeter, and the Glock 20 will be a 20. I'm sorry, I said 20, a 10 millimeter. Now, this is a Generation 4. I'm not sure if I said that. Right now, last time I went to the gun range, I shot all my ammo, so I never really re-upped the supplies. Now, this is my range ammo for the 9 millimeter. It's just something to shoot at the range. I pay like $8.50 for a box of 50. And since I'm in Delaware, there's no tax. So literally, I'm paying about $80, $85 for 500 rounds, which I do have 500 rounds. In fact, I'm going to actually get about 2,000 rounds in my house and another 1,000 rounds just for the range. So I will always keep my range bullets at 1,000 and my on core ammo at 2,000 at all times. Just in case if something goes down, I will have something where I know I'm not going to run out of bullets no time soon. I might not live in that process, but it's something, to have. Now, there's a lot of videos out there on these guns. I'm not great at reviewing anything because I really don't know the terms and stuff like that of these guns. Yeah, so I just don't know the names. So just bear with me because I'm not an expert on guns. Even though I watch a lot of videos on them, I'm still not an expert. So let's just get into the video. So right now, we're going to look at the Glock 20, the big daddy of daddies. I believe it's the most powerful Glock that they have, the 10 millimeter. I wish I had a bullet to show you the size difference. Matter of fact, I do have pictures of it, so I'm gonna put the picture of the size of the bullets, the 9 and the 10, right now. Okay, now you see the size difference. Now, I'm actually gonna go to the range pretty soon. Hopefully, within the next month, I'll go to the range, buy some more ammo, and do another video of me at the range. So, I'm going to be honest. I keep my guns loaded. I never have them unloaded because you never know what might happen. Now, let's say if you got kids in the house. I understand. I haven't picked this gun up in quite a while, and it's very heavy for unloaded gun. Now, gun safety. Right now, as you can see, my finger is not on the trigger. Now, for those of you who really don't know nothing about guns and are interested in a gun, for a Glock, this is a magazine release. All right, all you gotta do is press it, and it will come out. Now, as you can see, there's nothing in it. Now, there's a lot of gun safety people on YouTube. They will complain that you're not checking your guns during a video. Some people, they know what's in their gun, and some people check the gun before the video. But just to please everybody, I'm going to show y'all that this gun is empty. Now, with the Glock 20, this is a 15 round magazine plus one in the chamber. That's 16. Now, I'm going to be honest. I never keep a round in the chamber because let's say if you don't have your gun locked and someone found it, let's say a kid or something, or even an adult, because there are adults out there that just don't know how to handle a firearm. I seen a video when 3 people was in a car playing with a gun, and the girl picked it up, pointed it at another friend, and ended up shooting him in the head because she didn't know nothing about a gun. So that's the reason why I don't keep anything in the chamber, because a lot of mistakes could happen with a round in the chamber. So, as I said, this is empty. So let's put this to the side. So This is how you rack your slide. Now, everybody's different. I'm going to show y'all in a second how I rack my slide. Now, I'm a righty, so I could go like this. I'm sorry, I just don't want to do it too hard. I could do it like that, but usually this is how I do it. That's how I rack my slide. I don't do it like this. I do it like this. It just feel more comfortable when I rack the slide like that. Now, this is your, I guess your slide lock. So when you pull the gun back, you just push it up with your thumb, and it will lock the slide back. Now, as you can see, you could visually inspect it. There's nothing in there. You can look down. There's nothing in it, so you know the gun is completely empty. Now, this is not necessary to actually put your finger here. I already know there's nothing in it, but as I said, for safety reasons, for people on YouTube and people learning about guns, yes, I'm going to show it. So it's empty. So now, when you handle your gun, right? People would say, don't do stuff like this. Don't hold it like this. But you know this gun is empty now, so you know you could do stuff like that. But this is a takedown lever right here for the Glock. There's two tabs. So now I know it's empty, you know it's empty, but let's do it again for safety reasons. Okay, point in a safe direction, which is the floor for me. There's nothing underneath me. I'm in the basement, so pull the trigger. Now, you know once this is back like this, is good. So this is how I take the gun down. I wrap my fingers around, pull it back a little, pull down both tabs, and push it forward, and it is off. That's how simple it is to take this gun apart. So that's it. Cleaning process is pretty good. I would do a cleaning video one day. So that's it. This is the Generation 4 and whatnot. So I'm still in the market to get a light, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I still want to add my collections up before I start getting accessories. I will get some more magazines though for that what if situation. I want all of my magazines to be loaded and ready to go. All right, save direction. All right, now let's put this back in to the gun. So I'm not going to say the entire size, the specs of the gun. I don't got time to look for that, but this is pretty much it. I do like the sights. I know a lot of people complain about it, but I do like it. I know people like the nice sights, but I don't think I know. I mean, not know, but I don't think I need it. Not yet, because I was in a real life situation. Let's say somebody was shooting at me in my house. I would have to basically go by what I could hear and what I could see, and I would point in that direction and shoot. So until I find a need for the nice sights, I don't think I really care to have them. I always wanted to put the nail polish or the crayons there, but once I got the gun, I realized I actually like it. Now, a lot of people, they don't like the Glock. They says blocky. But I think Glock is the best looking gun in the world. And as I said, this is pretty heavy and it's empty. So now let's go to my Glock 17, which is the 9mm. Now, being that I show y'all the safeties for my guns, but that's not my safety. Now, the Glock has pretty much some safety features, but it's not a real safety. Now, let's say, for example, if you can't push, like let's say if your finger not all the way on it, it's not going to go back. I'm sorry, I got a tape on my finger, so let me take that off. So it won't go back. I think that's pretty cool. But if you just pull it like this, it's gonna go off. That's why I like this gun. It don't have no, a safety switch, which I like. It's just point and shoot, rack the slide, shoot, whatever the case might be. But yes, but since I got ammo in this gun is live and loaded. Now I have safety measures. I do have a daughter, and I do have people that come to my house. So my safety measures for my guns would be, it is loaded. I know what's in this gun. No one touched this gun. So I could pull this trigger right now and I know nothing will happen. But once again, for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you my safety measures. Now, 17 round magazine, they are fully loaded. All 17 bullets are in the gun for all 3 of my magazines. And even for my 33 round, this is full to the top. So what I like to do as a safety measure, these magazines are very close by. Sometimes I'll leave them underneath my pillow. If I hear anything goes at the, bump in the night, best believe these are coming with me. I'm not just going to pick up a gun and go see what it is. I will pick the gun up, and right after I pick the gun up, I will put a magazine into the gun. Now, the reason why, I said this on a previous video, but these are for the newer people of the channel. Same features. Drop it. Now, as you can see, these are what you call a snap cap. They're good for training your trigger pull. Now, I will be painting these snap caps to look like a real bullet. This is just training purposes. So, let me show you my method. Now, as I said, it's empty. And people will complain I'm doing this, but I know it's empty. But as you can see, there's nothing in it. As again. So, people said not to do that either, but it's my gun. I do what I want with it. I don't care what your opinion is. It's my gun. Just to let y'all know that. So now, let's say if your child was to get hold of your gun. She's playing with it. And don't tell me, people out there, that my kid would never do it, because it is situations that happen when kids find their parents' gun and they do shoot people by mistake. I remember a father, it was in the news, a father put his gun in between his seats. His 3-year-old daughter got to the gun and shot the pregnant mother. It's possible. It's depending on your mistakes, but it's possible. So don't tell me it won't happen, because it does happen. But let's say if my daughter picked my gun up and she's playing with it. Let's say if I'm sleeping, I'm in the bathroom, I'm in the shower, she's playing with the gun. Let's say she pulled the trigger. Nothing is going to happen. You know why? Because I do not keep a round in the chamber. Now, when you keep rounds in the chamber, a lot of stuff will happen. A lot of stuff will go wrong. Now, even when you outside conceal carry, I still want to put a round in the chamber, because I might be in a situation where I might pull the gun and I might be nervous and I might squeeze the trigger because I'm so nervous of the situation and shoot myself or shoot somebody next to me or shoot my daughter, whoever could be around. That's why I never, ever keep a round in the chamber. So, now, as I said, if she picks the gun up and she's playing with it, let's say she's showing her friend, oh, look. The kids don't know nothing about the whole trigger. They don't know, or never keep your finger on the trigger. Your finger is the safety. Kids don't know that. So the first thing a child might do is put her finger or his finger on the trigger. And let's say they're playing and she go bang, 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 bang. Once again, Because there's no bullet in the chamber, nothing won't happen. She might not know the concept of racking a slide. Now, let's say you have a friend. Pick your gun up. Yo, dude, playing around, and he shoots. Nothing's going to happen. You know why? There's no round in the chamber. Let's go to another step forward. Let's say if you get into a situation, me being me, I have 2 firearms. Let's say, because when I'm in the house, y'all, I keep my gun on me. When I go outside, I keep my gun on me. But when I'm inside, I keep one gun on my hip, concealed carry style, so nobody won't know. But let's say if I have the Glock 20 on my side, and a friend of mine's and me get into an altercation where he grabs my other gun. Let's say it was around, he knew where it was at. He grabs it. Oh, well, you think you playing me? I'm going to shoot you. Whatever the case might be, he goes, pull the trigger. What happens? Nothing, because there's no bullet in the chamber. So let's say another same scenario. Oh, what? You trying to play me? Huh? Boom. Nothing happens. Now he's a grown man. He probably know all about racking a slide. So let's say if he racked the slide. No, matter of fact, before he's racked the slide, once he pulled that trigger, it gave me enough time to pull my gun. And it gave me enough time to pull my gun. And while he might rack his slide, I will rack my slide to put the bullet into the chamber, and I'm ready to shoot. So let's say he doing that, we do that at the same time. He racks the slide. Nothing happened. You know why? Snap cap is in the gun. Okay. Let's say you need him some more time. He racks a slide again. Nothing happened. Okay, now we're going to speed it up a little, and I'm going to say I do apologize if you see my mic in the way. I'm trying to do this as good as possible. So we're going to speed it up. The gun is unloaded. And we got the snap caps in here. So we're going to speed this process up. So I'm going to load the gun up. So if y'all are into the altercation and he go get your gun, as soon as he push you, punch you, whatever the case may be, run, he would know you got your gun on you. So the first thing he's going to do is pick up the gun, point it, and shoot. First thing he's going to do. So let's say he get it, he runs out, and you see him with the gun, and he goes. Once he pull that trigger, you should be already on your movement to get in the gun. Or maybe you should have your gun in your hand or your hand on your hip with the gun if you do see him run in the room and he knows about the gun. But let's say you didn't know what he was doing. He came out with the gun and he just came out, pointed, and pulled the trigger at you. So once he pulled that trigger, you should be on the move to get in your firearm. So once that trigger been pulled, you're already in the movement of getting your gun. Now, you should always train on how you could take your gun out of your holster, period. Always supposed to do that, period. Always practice that so you would know how to do stuff in a quicker manner. So once he pulled that trigger, he's going to notice that the gun did not go off. He still won't inject the magazine because he knows you're about to pull your gun. So let's say he try to rack the slide. Let's go like this. You already getting your gun. Even if you pull the trigger again, that's a second pull. So let's say he does again. Third pull. By the time you even get to that third pull, you should have already taken him down. I'm not saying kill him. Shoot him in the leg, the arm. Because what's going to happen is after your third try, let's put that back in actually. After your third try, the gun will be loaded. Right now, this is a loaded gun. Now, my hand is not on the trigger. So y'all will see. Now watch this. Now it's empty. So that's the safety I have for having a firearm in my house. This gun will be solely a decoy. I'll always keep one on me and one as a decoy. Now, if my wife, my children, then I will have all of my guns loaded, but it will always be a decoy gun in the house. And this will be the decoy gun. So as I said, when he first pulled his gun or your gun, you're already in that process of getting your gun out. Let's say you get your gun out, he point, he shoot. That still give you enough time to rack your slide to get that bullet into your chamber. So let's say you do that. He has 3 chances to get that shot off. So he point the gun at you, you're already going for your gun. He squeezed the trigger once, your gun should be out or close to out. He would have to rack the slide again to get the second shot off. So when he's racking the slide the second time, you rack your slide. It might not work in that manner, but that's what I'm basing everything off. So once your bullet is in the chamber, he will go again and rack the slide again and notice the bullet come out. He might think the gun jammed. So when he get that second one out and he got the third dummy round in there and he point and shoot again, you should be already locked, loaded, and pointing the gun at him. Once again, if you don't have to kill somebody, then don't do it. And in this situation, you have enough time to shoot him in the knee, shoot him in the arm. I wouldn't say the torso, but arm, knees. Shoot him in the knees, arm. He should drop that gun. He's going to drop it like it's hot. And if you have to rapid fire both of his kneecaps, pop, 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 then you do that. And he will be down. So that's my safety mechanism from having my firearms in the wrong hands. You should always keep your guns locked from your kids. Unless your kids don't have no mentally health problems, but I think you still should show them how to work a firearm, but never keep it unlocked. Always lock your stuff up where they don't know the code. But when something ever happens, they will know how to use this. Let's say somebody breaking down your door, you give him or her the gun, they will know how to use it. Y'all can protect each other or everybody in the house. So that's my lessons on protecting yourself and your loved ones and things to go on about how to make things right. Now, anytime you get a firearm, what I suggest anyone do, practice. Now, the snap caps come 5 in there. I don't think 5 is good. 2 is good. So what I think anybody should do, for example, let's put this back in there. For example, let's say when you get your gun. Let's say you was like me watching YouTube and stuff like that. Now, let's say you got a 15 round. Put 15 live rounds into the gun and 2 Snapchats. Oh, I keep saying Snapchat. Snooze, 2 snap caps. And you load your gun up. Don't put one in the chamber. It will give you the weight of the gun. So what you do is you practice how to get a good grip on your gun. Practice it. How to hold it. Practice it. How to put it in a holster. Practice how to take it out the holster. Walk around your house, play cops and robbers with yourself. So your body could get accustomed on handling a firearm. Make sure you do this when you're alone. Don't do it when people's around. You have to train yourself. Go to the range. Learn how to shoot your gun. But most important of all, when you're home alone, practice in the house. Practice how to do certain things. And this is what I tell anybody who asks me about guns. You could be a righty, practice with your right hand. But also, make sure when you practice, make sure you practice with first both hands. This is how you hold the gun. Make sure you practice like this more than anything. When you feel like you mastered holding the gun properly, then try to practice holding with your right hand. Go to the range and shoot with just your right hand. Try to be as accurate as possible. Once you master that, practice with your left hand. And the reason why I'm telling you this, let's say you are in a gun battle. You holding both of your gun with both of your hands, and you get shot in your right hand. You might get your arm cut off. Whatever, something you can't use your right arm, you would know you would have to use your left hand and your arm. So that's why you need to practice with your left, your right, and both. So when you do get into that situation, you know how to shoot like this, you know how to shoot with your right, and you know how to shoot with just your left. That's my advice on anybody. Learn how to use your weapon. Now, if you have a revolver, I know they don't have shell casing, just a bullet. Practice still. Don't load the whole gun up, but practice. Practice make perfect. And I know usually I don't want my videos to go too long, but this is a topic I think everybody should know. Practice with your gun, practice safety, and know how to work things. Know how to put things in your favor. Stop leaving bullets in the chamber, especially if you have multiple guns around the house. It will save a life. Now, when you're out in public, I understand why people will put a round in the chamber when you could just pull, point, and shoot. I'm not saying not to do that. You got to be very skillful to do stuff like that without injuring yourself and an innocent bystander. Me, I don't trust myself to have a bullet in the chamber. I'm going to be honest. I may be too nervous. I may pull the gun and, boom, shoot myself or shoot somebody. So I'm not comfortable with the whole keeping one in the chamber. But if you do practice enough, you will know how to do it. I've seen videos when cops shot themselves because they had one in the chamber because they forgot. He literally, the gun is unloaded, but he forgot there was one in the chamber. Practice all of these methods. Hopefully this video was educational and I gave you the truth, how I think things should be. You may agree or disagree with me. But this is what I do to make sure I'm safe and others around me. So I am using my iPhone 10 to do this video. Hopefully it comes out beautiful. Hopefully using the microphone, have my voice clear and nice. But if you like this video, give me a like. I would love to hear your feedback. If you dislike the video, just let me know your feedback. If you disagree with me, it's okay to tell me that. All right, thank you if you like the video or not. Once again, you took the time out to click on this video, and it's a very long video. Hopefully you watch it from the beginning to the end. So subscribe if you're not. Click that bell so you could get all my updates. If y'all want more firearm videos, let me know. Y'all want more vlogging, cars, let me know. All right, so this is Brian once again. Peace. One love.